Dorling is a population expert and the author of Population 10 Billion, and he joins me via Skype from Sheffield in the north of England. Good to see you. Okay, it makes really interesting reading, and, you know, we've pored over the report as well. But what does it really mean to me when I'm looking forwards into the future?
The most remarkable thing about the UN projections at the moment is they say that we're heading towards population stability. In about 100 years' time from now, our population is going to stop rising. And that's the first time for many, many centuries that's occurred, and it's good news for the world. Also, the other important thing for all of us is that a big reason why our population numbers are going up isn't because there's more of us being born, it's because more of us are living longer. So there are more of us around at any one time. And that's also very good news for me and you, because hopefully we may be two of those people.
But will there be enough younger people to look after us in our old age?
There's definitely going to be few younger people. At the moment, the average family in the world has 3 children. Our children are expected to just have 2 children on each. So we're going to have to get used to fewer younger people. We're going to have to care about our younger people a bit more and treat them a bit better. But also we're going to need to have middle-aged people looking after older people, and older people looking after very old people.
One of the things that I often think about, particularly in, you know, and hopefully, I mean, we're going to be in a situation where we're going to be mostly industrialized, I suppose, is that with the information age, making everything automated and the use of, you know, computation, all that sort of thing, will there be enough jobs for all these people?
Well, at the moment, across Europe, there are many areas where 50% of young people don't have jobs, and in Europe, the number of young people have been declining. So it is quite possible to get yourself into a situation where you have a population becoming older and you don't find enough things for young people to do. But it depends on us. It depends on what kind of society we want in the future, what kind of things we want to actually be able to receive. And the internet is one of the things that I think can make us hopeful about what may be possible, because the internet can slow us down over having to physically move between places, so we need to use less fuel, and it creates all these opportunities for people to do news services, particularly young people who tend to be better at creating things on the internet than people of my age or older.
That internet point is quite interesting as well, because it moves towards that sort of utopian world that some philosophers talk about, of, you know, things being level, really, and a borderless world maybe, but that's a discussion for a whole another day. Yeah. I was quite interested, as you answered my first question about what you made of this, what this report really meant. I got the impression that you were going to put a but in there somewhere. As I understand it, you have some projections of your own, is that right?
I produced this book called Population 10 Billion because I was a bit concerned when the UN projection came out 2 years ago, saying there'll be 10 billion of us rather than 9. I mean, there were huge variations in these estimates anyway. And last month, the UN have upped their report again to say maybe 11 billion by 100 years' time. What I have done is look at the figures and think we may be going through a small mini baby boom worldwide right now. And because of that, we tend to project higher numbers of people in the future. If this is right, if we are going through a small baby boom now as a result of a baby boom earlier and one before then we should see fertility come down even faster in the very near future. And maybe we won't even make it to 11 billion, maybe not 10, maybe we'll settle about 9 billion in 100 years' time. It's very, very uncertain. It depends on how healthy we are and how many children we have.
Well, I have to admit, we won't be around in 100 years to talk about this again, but just to check on your numbers. But thanks so much for joining us. That was really fascinating stuff.
Thank you.
Now, anyone